Hey boys and girls, so we're back with Fernando here. He's now moving on from triangles to pentagons. So I'm just going to draw us a pentagon here. I'm going to try to make it with equal sides as best as I can. So yep, that's not equal, but I tried. So Fernando has this pentagon over here, and what he's seeing is that this pentagon has equal sides. So I'm going to mark it with the equal sides. And he realizes that every time he has each side adding one rule. So Fernando learns in math class that the rule add 1 to the side length of a pentagon with equal side lengths, okay, equal side lengths. I marked them so you can see that they're all equal. Results in the add 5 rule to the perimeter. So just like we did before, we were adding 1 to the number of sides. So if this was all 1, then the perimeter would be 5. If this was all 2, then the perimeter would be 10. So what I want you to do is write 4 ordered pairs. And remember, ordered pairs is when we set up our numbers like this. So if I have all the sides 1, then the perimeter would be 5. Okay? If each of the sides was 2, and it doesn't matter what the unit is, they didn't specify, but if the sides were each 2, then altogether all 5 sides would be 10. And you would keep doing this until you made 4 ordered pairs. This is 1 ordered pair. This is 2 ordered pairs. You would have to make 2 more of these in order to make 4. Okay. Now, for numbers 2 to 4, we're going to look at this table to help us with this chart. So I want us to use the values in the table to write ordered pairs. So they didn't specify who is the x or the y. So you can do that on your own if you wish. Most likely we can just put this as our x though. So this would be 0, 0, for example. And then the next one would be 1, 8. Okay. Number 3 then wants us to take those values that are in the table and it wants us to label them. It wants us to graph them on the table and then it wants us to label the axes. So because we chose hours worked to be my x, I'm going to write down hours over here on my x-axis. Okay, and then you write it down hours worked. Sorry, it's easier for you guys to write it down than it is for me on here. And then, okay. And then and you're gonna have to go ahead and label the y-axis as well. And then it wants you to graph the ordered pairs. So remember to start with that 0. So the first point is 0, 0. And then I would go to 1 and then go up 8. I wouldn't do 1 this way and then go up 8 this way, only because we already said that this is my x and that this is my y. And also, if you think about it, if I wanted to label these, it makes sense that I would put my hours worked over here because I can easily see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whereas here, I would have to try really hard to guess where my 1, 2, 3, and 4 are. Whereas it's easier to just mark my salt and teaspoons over here. And then it wants you to know what would be the earnings for 4 hours of work. So when I'm at 4 hours, how much would I make? And don't worry about if you don't see where the part is on the graph. Think about the relationship. When I'm going from 1 to 8, what did I do? When I go from 2 to 16, what am I doing? You know? So think about the relationship between your x's and your y's. What's the relationship from going here to here and from here to here? That's going to help you figure out number 4. Okay, now for over here on your own, we have for each person $10 is added to the bill. So again, this is where I was talking about we had to think about the relationship between some of our x's and y's. So here I have one person, for each person $10 is added to the bill. So this person is going to spend $10. But if now I had 2 people, how much do you think they're going to be spending together? Remember, for every person, $10. So if there's 2 people, how much do you think they're going to spend? And then again, you would write out their ordered pairs. Okay? You would write them out over here. And then it asks you again, how much do you think 6 people would spend? Okay? Check out the next video for continuing this page.